Hello, it's Greg Harrelson here, and I just wanted to cut another video and send you some information, another real estate tip on how you can grow your business. I know you've seen other videos from me in the past, or I assume you have, and hopefully you've got some value. Today's video is very, very simple. It's a few things that you can do to generate leads within the next 24 hours. So it's got to be simple. There's very little setup, and you just take these few actions and you will be on the way to generating more business. Now, I guess I could ask the question, who in the world that's listening right now could use more leads or use more appointments and ultimately more contracts? I think all of us would say yes. So let me just go ahead and jump right into the 3 ways that you can generate leads in the next 24 hours. Number 1 I have written on my list here is this. Take your smartphone out, go to your contact section, and text 40 people that you haven't talked to in a while. Text 40 people, just a simple text. And I wrote it down here that as an example. And I will say there's many texts that'll get a response that you could send. Here's one that I have shared with my agents that they are sending, and they're getting a tremendous response. And that is this. Hey, it's early in the year, and I wanted to check in to see what your real estate goals are for 2019. Which of these are you likely to do? Buy a home, sell your existing home, or invest in income-producing properties? Let me know either way. Greg Harrelson. So there you go. That's a simple text that you could send out. Send it out to 40, 50. If you've got a lot of people in your contacts, I dare you, go ahead and send it out to 100 people. The key is you could just take your smartphone out, type that simple text, copy that text, and paste it over and over and over again. And I'm willing to bet you are going to get a lead that day that you would not have got if you didn't take that action. Now, number 2, I'm assuming your company's providing you a lot of technology, a lot of tools, and hopefully they're providing you a CRM that has texting capabilities. If not, then you may want to reevaluate that relationship, but everyone should have access to CRM websites, CRMs that have texting capabilities. My suggestion here is if you've got a database in that CRM, which if you don't have a database in a CRM with texting capabilities at this day and age, then there's a breakdown. And it may not necessarily be you. I know for us, we are generating hundreds and hundreds, thousands of leads on a weekly basis that we're distributing, or on a monthly basis that we are distributing out to our agents. So our agents are building databases in spite of themselves. It's one of the things that we do as a company to support our agents. So assuming that you have a database and you've got text capabilities within that CRM, I wrote down here, text 100 buyers that are in your database. And a simple text that you could send is, we traded emails about real estate in the past. Are you still considering making a purchase in your town? So, hey, we traded emails about real estate in the past. Are you still thinking of making a purchase in Myrtle Beach? Still thinking of making a purchase in Charleston, South Carolina, or Columbia, South Carolina, wherever you may be? That would be a text that you could send. Now, listen, if you've got 5,000 people in your database, like some of my agents, maybe in the next day you text 200 in that day. But I just use the number 100 because most people have, a few hundred people in their database. So if you'll text 40 or 50 people from your smartphone and you'll text 100 from your CRM, your database that's sitting in a CRM right now, I can assure you again, you are going to get engagement, people are going to respond, and you're likely, and I think you're for sure going to generate a lead. And then the last thing that I put, last but not least, go ahead and in the same CRM, it probably has email capabilities. Well, create a nice little email. Maybe the email is Happy New Year. I wanted to check in to see what your real estate goals are for 2019. You're probably seeing interest rates are likely to go up later on in the year. So there's some advantages to purchasing now. You could save thousands of dollars in interest payments by purchasing now versus waiting towards the end of the year, as well as there's quite a few properties that are coming on the market for the new year that I think you may have an interest in. Like, you could use that language like that to create an email and then do a mass email to all of the buyers or sellers that are in your database. Now, if you're emailing to sellers, it may be a slightly different email. If you're emailing to buyers, then that would be different than the one to the sellers. So you may create two different emails and then blast it to everybody in your database. And hopefully you can just do that very easily by going into your website and the database and putting a couple criteria, typing out that email, and hitting the send button. Now, let's just assume that you sent 500 emails. You did 100 texts out of your database, 500 out of your database, and 40 out of your smartphone. In the next 24 hours, I cannot fathom how you wouldn't generate some business. So go out there. If you really want to have a jump start to go out there, take these simple tips, this coaching that I'm giving you, get into action and see what happens. Now, you may know that I am in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, but I'm also growing a real estate company in Charleston, South Carolina, and our new expansion is growing a real estate company in Columbia, South Carolina. So if you or anyone you know work the Columbia, Charleston, or Myrtle Beach market, I would love to talk with you. I'd love to hear, what kind of results you got from this coaching tip. And I'd sure love to go out and maybe have a cup of coffee and see how I can help you grow your business. I'm Greg Harrelson. I'm located in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina with Century 21, the Harrelson Group, Century 21 Expert Advisors in Charleston, and Century 21 Vanguard in Columbia, South Carolina. Let me know how I can help you. I'll talk to you later.